and you're looking at a retracement around 51.7, okay, right here. I think that is very likely, okay? So basically, I'm looking at all this as being a bearish pattern and breaking down to this level, okay? And that is, for me, as an analyst, as a trader, what I'm looking for before becoming very bullish, okay? And the other reason I think this is likely, more likely than not, almost daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is September 2nd, 2024, and we're close but not quite there yet. I'm going to tell you why I think in the immediate short term, I'm expecting a move down, a small move down in Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, but why this may be very likely the final move down. I'm going to show you why I think that is. If that sounds interesting to you, then watch until the very end. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's get started. I'm going to try and make this as short and simple as possible. So I'm looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame. I like this time frame because I think it tells us a lot in this context that we've been trading in during the month of August. I really like how the stochastic RSI indicator is showing us what's likely happening. So, you know, really keeping it simple, I'm looking at this price action right here. That's pretty much what we've done for the entirety of August. We dropped down, okay, in the beginning, and that was a really strong capitulative flush, taking us down to the bottom of this channel that you can see here. Let's remove this for a second. So look, this blue channel, let's go on the daily for a second, just for some context, right? Always important to get some context. This blue channel, very important, very, very, very important, okay? And the fact that this blue channel that has pretty much been tried and true, it's been respecting, well, Bitcoin's been respecting its support and resistance pretty much since December of 2022. Okay, that's a big deal. So when we came down in the beginning of August, let's go back. So coming down to this level in the beginning of August, you're looking at a multi-year level of support. Okay, when you hit a multi-year level of support, you don't just necessarily bounce off and go off to the races. Usually you have some sort of consolidation. So that's the context that I'm looking at this price action as, consolidation. I, in my last video, said this is likely maybe the end, and right here, and what we see subsequent to that bounce can be impulsive, but that theory has already been thrown out. That theory has already been disproved, because having come up and then back down, this shows us that this is unequivocally consolidative, right? It's basically trying to re-establish a set of buyers, because this flush right here, it got rid of a lot of open interest, it got rid of a lot of weak hands, and so essentially, when you're looking at consolidation after a big flush, a capitulative flush, you need the market time to reaccumulate buyers, people interested in the asset before marking up, okay? So that's what I'm seeing this as, okay? And now let's go back on our 4-hourly time frame. Let's zoom back in. And why am I saying a little more? Okay, two things can happen here. We can either have what we call a zigzag, which is 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Those 3 waves down respect the 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci retracement of the preceding 5 waves up. Okay, Or we can have what we call a flat correction, which is, it's a base here. It's hard to see on the smaller time frames, so it's almost imperceptible. You can't really tell. You have to be very careful, because a flat correction, the retracement minimum is a 0.768 of the preceding uptrend. Okay, so we can have 768 or 786. Sorry, 1 second. 786. I don't know what I said before, but essentially we can have this right here, this retracement. And now let's not be so theoretical, and let's just talk about the price action. Basically, I'm looking at this as either 5 waves up or 3 waves up. Okay, in any case, it's a move up, and now we need an accompanying move down. That accompanying move down has to come to a minimum of the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. Why? Because the minimum retracement of a zigzag is a 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. The minimum retracement of a flat correction is a 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. And this is what we're measuring. This is why in the beginning of the video you saw the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, that Fibonacci retracement tool is taken from the bottom of this move to the top, and you can see we haven't even, considering this as being the move up, right? We haven't even come down to the minimum retracement of this, right? So in the previous video, just so everybody is clear, I thought there was a chance that this price action would continue impulsively. In that case, you can go on and retrace minimally, wave 2 to 0.382. You don't need to put in these retracement levels. But the nature of this price action is clearly corrective, and it's clearly not a wave 4. So we know that we need to come down to at least the 0.5. It can come down all the way to at least the 0.786, like provided this is a flat correction, but we don't know yet. So I think we don't get a big move up in Bitcoin up until we retrace down to these levels. And my sense is that this is not a my sense is that this is a flat correction. I'm going to tell you why. I just thought, this is a zigzag. No, I think it's more likely a flat, okay? And I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why. First reason, if I'm looking at this, honestly, right here, this is very clearly a 1, 2, 3 wave move right there. Okay, let's go on the hourly time frame. I think you can see it, okay? And this isn't 100%, but it's, for me, just like using my hunch and then just using my experience, like reading these markets, I think this is a big flat correction, okay? And so I would say the minimum retracement is the 786, okay? That means, we'll see that in a second, around 52K, coming back down to 52K. The second reason I think that this is a flat correction is for the following reason. Remember what this blue channel is. It's not nothing. It's a majorly important channel that's been supporting Bitcoin since the beginning of January 2023. Okay, so for a year plus, Bitcoin has been playing in this channel, and it came down all the way down to the bottom of the channel, okay? And I believe because we came down to the bottom of the channel, okay, this right here, and it was so quick, and we hadn't come down to the bottom of the channel for a year, okay? The last time we were at the bottom of the channel was a year ago in August. So we came down, retested it. I think that there's a lot of imbalance in the market at this level, okay? And that is a principle in markets where if something happens and it's too quick and the sellers or the buyers didn't get a chance to participate in the market usually gives another chance for them to do that, i.e. wicks are filled. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how else to better explain it, but when we have a strong wick here, right, and obviously on the daily time frame it's a strong wick. On the 4-hourly time frame, let's see what it looks like. It's a decently strong wick. I believe that you come back down, not necessarily all the way to the bottom here, but I think it's very likely that you do a 786 retracement whereby you can take your Fibonacci retracement level from the bottom here to the top of this purported 3-wave move, and you're looking at a retracement around 51.7, okay, right here. I think that is very likely, okay? So basically, I'm looking at all this as being a bearish pattern and breaking down to this level, okay? And that is, for me, as an analyst, as a trader, what I'm looking for before becoming very bullish, okay? And the other reason I think this is likely, more likely than not, is that it is a new moon, okay? Today, September 2nd, 2024 represents a new moon, and new moons statistically represent local market tops, okay? Local market tops. So I would not be surprised if this showed or proved to be a local market top and we got a breakdown of that kind once traditional markets opened up again, right? Because today is a holiday in the US, so that's the Dow, that's the S&P, those are major international markets completely closed. I think once that starts again, the US dollar currency index starts trading again, tonight, early tomorrow, maybe midday tomorrow, you get that move down to 51.7, 52K, thereabouts. And then I think you can get your move up in Bitcoin, but not before then. That's my take on it. The last and final reason I think this is a strong sort of short-term thesis in the market is look at my indicators, okay? Look at my stochastic RSI indicator on the 4-hourly time frame. It's completely overbought, okay? It's completely overbought despite Bitcoin not having made much of any move. So look at where it started, all right? It was oversold down here, and it became overbought up here. So in this small move in the market, the momentum moved so much. That is indicative to me as an analyst, as an exhausted move to the upside. Okay, that basically shows a lot of bearishness. So for me, I wouldn't put my hard-earned money in a buy until we flush down to this level. Okay, these levels are important right here. Okay, I'd say 51, 52. Okay, that's my take. And yes, it sounds bearish in the immediate short term, probably is. What is that? That is a 10 to 12% move, but that may be all she wrote. And in that time, I wouldn't be surprised if we also got a very nice, sorry, this is taking for a while. I'm trying to show you the Bitcoin dominance chart. Jeez. What's up, TradingView? Let's go. Okay, let's try that again. Well, it's not opening. So let's Let's try it up. That is so very strange. In any case, I think in that time, you will have some altcoins flush less than 10%. Wouldn't be surprised. If Bitcoin's going from where it's at now, 58.5, all the way to 51.5, 52K, I wouldn't be surprised if some Bitcoin, or some altcoins, instead of flushing 10%, flushed 5% or flushed 3%, because it's beginning to shift. The tide is beginning to shift from Bitcoin to altcoins, which is what you see in the beginning of major crypto bull runs. So that's my take. This is what I think is happening in the market. This is what I would wait for before getting really bullish. Guys, if you found value, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys are having a great day. I wouldn't be discouraged by this. This is normal, natural, read and react type market, and it's doing what we thought it would, more or less. We haven't lost any critical levels, and I think we're in for a really, really strong Q4. All right, take care, everyone.